everybody, it's Angie and welcome, and we're going to start soon. Thanks for your patience. It is now 7:03 according to my clock. Done setting up. I had a few little technical things to get ready to fix for you guys. And let me see if I could see the chat. So let me know if you're watching. I hope you are. And we're going to do up and away, painting a hot air balloon. And I know that's what some of you had asked for. So let me know if you can hear me, if you're on. And sometimes it takes a couple minutes for you guys to be able to find me because sometimes the notification is a tad late. So let me know how you're doing. How is everybody? I hope you're fine. While I'm waiting, I'm just going to tell you, if you haven't been here before I get started, my name is Angela Green. I'm with Painting with Fibromyalgia. My channel is for everyone, anyone and everyone, anyone that's interested in watching me paint or chat with those who have similar circumstances as I do, and that is trying to cope with chronic pain. If you don't have chronic pain, you're still welcome to join us. The purpose of my painting channel is to make painting simpler, easier, and more enjoyable for those who may need a little bit more tender loving care while they paint. Painting is very good for chronic pain, and that's why I started this channel, so that those who need a little bit of encouragement because of what they're dealing with, whatever it is, they can find that painting is a perfect activity to take you away from what's troubling you temporarily, at least. It does have a calming effect, and hopefully I'm not so calm I don't put you to sleep. So thanks for joining us. I'm going to look to the side here, see who's here. Hey, how are you? Oh, good. We have a couple people joining us. That's good. Okay, so in a minute I'm going to switch over to my canvas. I used to have my picture-in-picture on my canvas while I was painting, and then I realized that all you see is the side of my head and the back of my head. So I'll just switch it from time to time to say hello. In the meantime, you'll be able to see the canvas and the palette that I'm using, okay? So what I'm going to be putting on the palette in a second is I'm going to be using ultramarine blue. I'm going to be using a kind of a pinkish color, so it's going to be a lightened quinacridone magenta. I'm going to be using yellow and some zinc white for the clouds. I might even put in a little bit of carbon black just to make the corners darker. Okay, so I'm going to switch over in a second. Hi, Leanne, Angela, Artsology. So I'm going to be switching over. I just wanted to make sure I caught some of you so I could say hi. And I'm going to switch over now to my canvas. Let's see. Okay. That should work. Okay, so now I have my canvas here. I have my palette here that I'll be working with. It for some reason seems a little on the skinny side. I don't know why. And let's see, it looks like I saw another wrench. Hi, Danielle. Okay, so I won't be able to see the chat. George will be able to see the chat. If there's something that you want him to tell me, just put it in all caps, and it might take a minute for him to see it or for me to see it, so just be patient and we'll get around to it. And if we don't, our mods will see it and hopefully they'll answer the question for you. But my main thing is that you can hear me and see me. And how's my sound? Honey, do you have it? Were you able to get on? Okay. So give me a sound check before I get all into it. I'm going to be putting on the palette some cadmium yellow. I'm going to try to put it where you can see it. Okay, a little cadmium yellow. Some Quinacridone magenta. Here, and some titanium white. Well, I might put a little titanium white on there. I did say zinc white, but I think I'm going to put some titanium white on there too. I'm going to put zinc white down here. That was scary. How can you do any painting without titanium white? Okay, so here's my titanium white. Of course, I was looking right at it. I'm going to put that right here. I think I'll put that to the side a little bit. Okay. All right. And so I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do on this. I am going to make a V from the outside to the center of the painting, and it's going to go here and it's going to come down here. The horizon is going to be halfway, and the center of this V, where it comes to a point, is going to be where the horizon line is. So let me start with the horizon line. I'm going to be using my angle brush. And I'm going to use some blue here, just so that you guys can get an idea. Now I can't go all the way across because I'll be going in, interrupting my reflection. So I'm just going to go part way so that you can see it. And I wish I had my metal ruler. That would be nice. Let me see. Okay. Found my T-square. Okay, so I'm going to go a little lower than halfway the painting. So I'm going to go right about here. And I'm going to use my brush and make a horizontal line where my horizon's going to be. And I think what I might do here is make a yellowish, like a dark yellow line, just so that we could see where the rest of the line is. And I'm going to go across the rest of the way with this yellow line. Okay, so that's where that's going to be. And that's not going to mess me up because that's going to be yellow anyway. So that was a good compromise. It looks crooked on here, but it's not. It's just the way that the camera is. Well, maybe it is a little crooked. Let me see. Yeah, maybe it is a little crooked. So I'm going to correct that. I'm going to correct that by going up here a little more. Okay. All right. So even with tools, and let me know what everybody's talking about, babe. You don't have to worry about interrupting me.
Oh.
Everybody could hear me, like I never got the answer to that.
I think so. I think you're okay.
They didn't say yes, we hear you.
Perfect.
Oh, okay. See, I need to know that. Otherwise, I don't know the answer. Okay.
I think it's perfect for that.
Okay, so what I'm going to do first is paint that yellow V in here. So I'm just going to wet my brush, and I'm going to go into the yellow. Now, I started this painting with titanium white. So I did put a layer of titanium white on there just to make it a little easier to paint. And the reason I did that was because I knew I was going to be starting with yellow. So there's my V with my yellow. And here's my other part of the V. Okay, so it's pretty simple. Not bad. And then I'm going to fill it in. It's very hard to put yellow on top of another color. For example, if I put yellow on top of blue, if I painted everything blue and put yellow on top of it, I would have a nice green, which would kill any sunset. So this is supposed to be like a sunset here. And then it goes into the water. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is wipe my brush off, rinse it off, and then I'm going to lighten up my Quinacridone magenta and make it a nice pinkish color, and then go above that. So Quinacridone magenta. Oh. You didn't see that, did you? I'll rinse it again. I'm looking at the painting, looking at what I'm doing, and then just dipping into my paint without even looking at it. Okay. So here's a Quinacridone magenta, and I mixed it with titanium white. And I'm going to just kind of a little bit more white. I might even put a touch of yellow in it after all. I think I will, to blend it in a little bit better. And here I am. Going up to this. Now, I did not say purple, but we're going to get a little bit of purple by blending with some of this blue. You could put some phthalo blue down on your palette if you want. I put it down there just because it was handy, so that I could make the horizon line. But I think I'm going to use that for to blend in the pink into the blue, because that's what we're going to be doing eventually. Okay, so this is that.
Can't see you mixing.
Well, I can't fix that for some reason because of the way I changed my cameras. So this is the best I could do, is tell you what I'm doing, which is what most people do anyway. Adding just a touch of yellow to my Quinacridone magenta and titanium white, so that it's not a true pink. Now, as I get farther up, I'm going to add more Quinacridone magenta in there to make it more pink. Okay, so this is what the blending is all about. So I'm making it more pink, and out here a little bit more pink, and then I'm adding a little phthalo blue, even though I didn't tell you that. Add a little bit of yellow in here. Throwing a little yellow in here just to blend it, so it's not such a stark contrast without blending. And then I'm going to add just a touch of phthalo blue in here with my Quinacridone magenta and white, and more Quinacridone magenta. It gave it kind of a yellow because I didn't rinse my brush off. Phthalo, Quinacridone magenta, so that means I got to take a while to get it the right color. There we go. want to rinse the back off. Okay, so here's a purplish color. And then I'm going to add a little bit of white to that. Lighten it up.
Danielle said these are beautiful colors.
You know what, this, I did get this image online, and I tell you, it definitely caught my eye. Definitely did. Now what I'm going to do is put some, I don't know why I didn't bring that out more. After I fix this, I'm going to put some ultramarine blue into the mix. Ultramarine blue on my canvas, on my palette. This is just one of those days, and you know, George and I both knew that it was there. And a little bit of carbon black on there. If anybody else is watching, say hello. Let's see, we have 9 people watching, so I know you're there. Okay.
Belinda said hi.
Belinda, hi. This is one of those crazy kind of days. So, just be patient with me. Okay. Now I have my blue.
Someone named Just Living just subscribed.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll get to know you in a little bit when we start chatting. Okay. So I have some black here, and I don't want to, I'm mixing my black with my phthalo blue, and I'm going off to this corner right here. I'm leaving the other stuff alone for now, and I'm going off into this corner. It's carbon black, and it pretty much took, you know, everything's taken the color of the black because that's how that is. And I'm dipping into my phthalo blue to meet up with it in the corner so that I have kind of a gradual thing going on. And I'm painting this very top edge, that phthalo blue, without cleaning off my brush because it gets really, really dark. Okay? Not, did I say phthalo? Ultramarine blue. Okay, so I'm going down here with it, and it's really dark right here. I'm going to lighten it up with some white, so I'm grabbing some white, and I'm just going to, this is white, and it has some blue still in it, some magenta still in it, so, which is fine. I'm going to darken that up with my ultramarine blue.
Vera says, oh my God, I almost forgot. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Vera. Glad you made it. Glad you remembered. A little bit more ultramarine blue. Okay. And I have, there's like streaks of white in here. Now I'm going into my Quinacridone magenta and mixing it with my blue, and I'm coming up here. Little bit of white. And I'm, whoop, that was a lot of white. I don't want that much white. Okay. And I'm going to mix it right here.
Angela says you're doing a great job.
Well, thanks, Angela, because, you know, it is one of those days. So, so it will be a miracle if this turns out the way I want it to. Okay. But you know what I like about this group? We all understand that. So, I don't worry too much. We all get it. Okay. So this is a combination. It's like a different combination. It's the purples, the ultramarine blue. It's a totally different combination. Touching the black a little bit because I want to darken this. I'm just barely touching the black. And this, you know, is going to get darker as the paint dries. And you know that's how that is with these dark colors. So that's why I'm going back and forth, because I don't want it to be like depressingly dark. I'm hitting into my zinc white a little, which is fine. I want to do that, and I want to get that cloud effect in here. Back to my zinc white and my ultramarine blue. And then I'm going to go with all zinc white right here, and all zinc white here, right here, try not to go up too much and lift my colors off. Okay, now then I'm going to go with my ultramarine blue again, so I'm going to have to put that back on my palette because I've kind of lost it. So I'm going to go in here, and I know you can't see it. It's just eliminating that one camera. You would think it would have given me more space, but it didn't. So ultramarine blue and zinc white. And I'm going to go right where this horizon is.
Vera says it's beautiful so far.
You like it? I'm skipping a little because I want my white to show up. Putting a little more zinc white in there. Now that part that looks a little sketchy over in this area, I'm not worried about, because I'm going to be putting the hot air balloon over there. So I'm not really that worried about it. So I skipped some pieces and parts because I want this to look like water. So I'm skipping some pieces to put my, I'm putting zinc white on here in the, I don't know how to explain it. I'm putting some zinc white in here. That's the best I can explain it. Okay. And then I'm going to be kind of taking turns and streaking a little bit. So I'm streaking to give it that water effect. And then I'll be doing zinc white in here. Okay. Now I'm going to go into my ultramarine blue and then get this corner. Oh, that was not ultramarine blue. That was phthalo blue. That's all right. I just redipped into my ultramarine blue. And I'm getting this bottom part here. And I want this very bottom edge to be almost black too. So I'm dipping a little bit into the black. And then back into the blue, and then I'm going to follow this out, rinse my brush off because I don't want it all black. I'm going to reload my palette with some more ultramarine blue, and I think you might see that one. Yeah, you see that one. And I'm going to put some more zinc white on here. Can you guys hear me okay? More zinc white, and in about 15 minutes you should get a yes or no. Okay, so I'm gonna put some I'm going to clean my brush off, and I'm going to dip into this Quinacridone magenta, and
They said they can hear.
good. Quinacridone magenta and zinc white. I need a lot of zinc white. I'm going to come down here and do this. I still had a little blue on my brush, so it's, I don't know, fancy footwork here. But yes, I did still have some blue on my brush, a little bit. I did wipe it off. But make long streaks right there. Long streaks. Short right here. Now, I'm going to go into my, excuse me, Ultramarine blue. Oh man, can you tell Phthalo blue is one of my favorite blues? Because I can't help but say it. This is ultramarine blue. Okay, and I'm putting some white on here, and I'm gonna still try to do a little bit of blending. Go down here. All right. Now I'm gonna go and get some ultramarine blue and white, and then just put some streaks right here. I'm going up and down, kind of like waves. And I'm going to be doing the same thing over here with my same brush. I'm going to be just some gentle waves all the way up here, here. Some gentle waves with my ultramarine blue and my titanium white mix. Okay. So now I don't know what that looks like to you guys. I don't even know what it looks like to me because I'm so close up to it. So now I'm just going to try to get mostly titanium white on my brush. Not titanium white, zinc white. And then go over it, this bottom part. Now, the zinc white disappears, okay? So you don't have to worry that I'm covering everything up because it disappears into the painting. I am going to rinse my brush off because I want just zinc white to go over the pink part. I don't want, let me find a brush that's clean. I don't want to put my phthalo blue all over the pink part. So
Vera says it's beautiful.
you're liking it? I'm going to put the zinc white by itself. And now I'm going to go over this part too so that it blends. See what I'm doing now? So that made it kind of blend together.
Angela says it's fantastic so far.
You like it? Well,
Vera says yes, fantastic.
no pressure. Okay. Alright, so that's that on there. Now, what I want is a cloudy effect at the top, but it's just not quite dry enough. So I am going to stop for a second and let that top part dry. I could use the blow dryer, although I don't like doing that. So what is my motto usually? To not rush yourself into these things. Take your time, let stuff dry. So I'm just gonna turn my attention to the chat for drying time because it doesn't take long. Oh, wait a minute, hang on. I have to show my face. Let's see, transition. There I am. Did I lose my, I lost my, there you are. Okay, now this light is so in the way. Let me get in the way of the light so that it's not bothering them. Okay, what you could do, oh, can you cover that? Can you take this cover that's on the light and drape it the opposite way so it's not like so glaring into the camera? Just drape I have over it, over the whole thing.
Oh, over the whole thing.
Just cover it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,. Because right now I don't need it for the that's a lot better. Okay. There you are. Okay. So hi Vera and Juliet. Oh my goodness. Waves back. How's everybody doing? How are you, Juliet? Oh, it's been a long time since I saw you. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. And let's see. And Vera, how are you both doing? I hope you're doing okay. Are you enjoying it so far? I'm just going to give it a couple minutes to let the painting dry. I mean, this went a lot faster than I thought it would. Then after I put the balloon in, the hot air balloon in, which would be right about here, I'm going to tweak it just a little bit.
You can't see that.
Oh, you can't see it. Well, I'll put it over there near where the sunset is. Thanks, babe. Are you doing good? Very good. I'm glad to hear that. There's a lot of people that are sick right now. Oh, sippy. Thank you, Angela, for the reminder. I have this cold ginger beer sitting right here. I love this stuff, but I can't do a commercial because, nobody's paying me. They'll just get me in trouble for trademarks. But anyways, ginger beer, and it's diet ginger beer, which tastes better than the sugar ginger beer. And I don't know. Let's see. Is this another word for a... Is it another word for a duck? Oh, I see a seal on there. Anyway, it's really good if you could find it in the store. It's great stuff. It's my new great stuff to drink. Anyway, I think you'll find it on the Super Bowl commercial. So if you look up Super Bowl commercials... Oh, how's that for getting out of trouble, getting away from getting in trouble? Yes, it's ginger beer. Now, I don't know the difference between ginger beer and ginger ale, but I've heard of ginger beer since I was little. It has no alcohol in it, but it tastes like the old-fashioned ginger ale. So if you had a flu or something like that, the ginger ale doesn't taste like ginger. It doesn't taste good anymore. Get the ginger beer. Oh, Bonnie has a migraine. Ugh. I wonder if it's her sinuses from these allergies. Ugh. Oh, Juliet, you're out of bed now. Oh, you had surgery. You know what? There's so many people out of commission in our group. Man, I need to jump on there live and do some more get well kind of stuff. Wow. Yeah, that's really bad. And I was just with a friend of ours who is also out of commission, trying to talk her into joining our group. So I don't know if she remembered or if she's asleep. But yeah, there's so many people suffering right now. I tell you, that's why I try to keep my paintings upbeat. I think it's starting to dry. That's why I try to keep my paintings upbeat, because it's like, to kind of give us something, to bring our moods, elevate our moods a little bit. Yeah, ginger's good for you, but you know what? It says, I had read it today. It says, natural ginger flavoring. What is natural ginger flavoring? Like, what does that even mean? Are you getting over a cold? A summer cold? Ooh. Well, it's just now getting hot here. Actually, it is hot today. It's really hot. But I said I wasn't going to complain. I couldn't wait to sweat because the winter was so long. I might be the first one to complain. I'm just checking this. Let me see. Do I have I have a dryer. I'm going to just dry it real quick because we did take a break. And I'm going to turn my sound down and dry it real quick, because I don't want to make it a part 2. I just don't. Honey, remind me to turn my sound back up. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna flip it back over to our painting right now. I'm doing pretty good on time, actually. Okay. And I think what I'm gonna do is show you painting only, because you kind of saw what I was doing. I'm gonna do the picture only, so I'm not stressing over if you could see the palette or not. So let me see. Canvas only. Let me see what happens here. If it looks too crazy, let me see what I'm gonna do here. Okay, that's not so bad. Can you see that? Let me know if they can see that. Okay, so I'm gonna have less stress now on that whole, if you could see or not. Because now I know you can't. And I won't stress over it. You already got the gist of it, the hard part. So all I'm gonna be basically doing is drawing on the, ooh, babe, looks like I might need some more water. This was bad because of all the dark colors. Oh, you might want to grab that because I'll roll right over it. As crazy as this, weird as this day. It's a beautiful day here. I mean, beautiful day. Just, I don't know. I'm like clumsy and everything. Okay. Now, this is what I want to do. I want to draw this hot air balloon. And then I won't worry so much about the sketchy parts. And I want to make it a little bit bigger than they have it in my reference picture. So I think what I'm going to do is just draw it like this. And just do that. I think that's even. And if it's not, it's even enough, right? Okay. That looks good. Maybe it needs to come out a little bit more rounded here. Let's see. Or less rounded here. Okay. That looks pretty decent. Whoop. Okay. All right. Any other corrections I'll make?
Here you go, take it down.
I'll make with the paint. Thank you, babe. All right. So I'm going to use an angle brush. And if they have questions, keep up with that, babe, because they might really have questions now that I've taken the palette away.
Okay.
And I've handicapped them just a little bit. All right. So I did my little drawing of my little hot air balloon. And it looks like it needs to be a little fatter in some places and all that stuff, but I'm going to wing it. Okay? All right. Sounds good, right? Okay. All right, so let's see. I'm going to switch palette paper right now. Grab this one. Roll off my little platform. If you see feet, it's because I rolled off my little platform. Okay. I needed a fresh palette. Now, I'm just going to play with some colors here. So what I'm going to do is put some cadmium yellow on my palette. I'm going to put a little bit of cad red on there. Let's see. A little cad red. And then that's going to make an orange color. And And then I really do need phthalo blue this time. Okay. This is my, I don't like this Cad Red. This is my not favorite company. I'm gonna get another Cad Red. Oh. I don't know why that company gets such good reviews, but in these parts where I am, I say boo. Okay, so I put my good Cad Red on here. And now I'm gonna put some phthalo blue on my palette. And I'm actually, as rarely as I use black, I'm gonna put a little black in there too. Okay, so I'll put a little black on my palette. Let's see, where is it? Carbon black. Okay, so I'll use a little carbon black. And I don't think I'm going to paint. They have this like big band around the center of it. I don't think I like that. All right. Now I'm going to use my angle brush. Oh good, I have another one. Has anybody misplaced their brushes and paints and stuff like that like I do? Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, let's see. And I put phthalo blue on here. Oh, and I need white. Let's see, white. There's no way. Oh, here it is. I was going to say there's no way I lost it again and I didn't get up. Okay. Some titanium white to lighten some of my colors. Okay. And I'm going to start with a phthalo blue. I just want to make that as skinny as possible so I don't end up with a brush full of chalk. I'm going to start with my titanium white and some phthalo blue and make that a nice pretty color. And I'm going to start with the side here of this balloon. So of course I don't need to tell you, it starts out skinny and it gets a little fatter and then it gets skinny again. But I think you would have figured that out. Okay, and I'm going to do one more coat of that. That's what I like about an angle brush. You can do that. Of course, if you keep doing it like I'm doing, that's not good either. Okay, so that's the one side. And then, corny as it seems, I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, but just a skinny line that you won't hardly be able to see. Okay. They have purple in here, so I'm going to throw a little bit of dioxazine purple on my palette, just a touch. I don't want to get carried away, okay, because I only have a little purple, so I'm going to put that in the middle. I'm going to dip into my white, titanium white, and some of my purple, and a little bit more white, because I want it to look, I don't want it to look too dull. There we go. And I had a little phthalo blue on my brush, which really doesn't matter when it comes to purple. Okay, so purple's going to be down the center, so.
Sue Clark just popping in to say hello, Mama.
Hi, Sue.
Mama.
Oh, remember I used to be Mama Green? Sue knows me from back in the day. Sue might have been one of those that told me I should do this. Happy to see you, Sue. Yeah. Yeah, we go way back, don't we? Okay. And I'm just going to put a little bit more. I want a little bit more purple in here. Okay. I want a A little more, well, okay, a lot more purple in here. Okay, so that's gonna come down. That's gonna come down. Okay, and then I think I want, this is gonna be bad because this is gonna make me have to really wash my brush out, but I just wanna do it now. I'm gonna put black here. Okay, and then I'm gonna put it on this other side. Okay, and then I'm gonna put it along my, I gotta make my brush skinny. I'm gonna put it along my blue right here. Okay, and then I'm going to put it across the top. Whoop, don't have any more. I'm gonna put it across the top. Okay, then I'm gonna take some black and put it here. And maybe one more right here. Oh. Okay, now then I'm going to be down here with it just to make a little thingy. Oh, that was a big thing and I really didn't want a big thingy. What is that, basket? I talk thingy talk. Okay. All right. Then I'll fix that, don't worry about it. Then I think there's supposed to be well, let me do my orange. I'm gonna hit my change brushes. I'm going to get into my yellow, my cad yellow, and
Just showed him.
Elena! Mostly cad yellow, just a touch of the quinacridone, and I'm going to put an orange down here, right here. I'm going to put my orange right here. Oh, wrong direction. Okay, that's not too bad. I hit the black, but I'm all right with that. And I'm going to put the same color right here. And twist my brush to make it skinny on my way down. And then I think what I'm going to do is a little bit of cad red and a touch of the just a touch of the yellow, that yellow mixture I had, and I'm gonna come over here and make it kind of a ooh. I can fix whatever boo-boos I had on here, you know me and my cover-up jobs. Okay, so what do you think so far? Now that orangey red color is supposed to be down here, kind of like a fire kind of thing, because it is a hot air balloon, so I need that going on. Okay, and then under that I'm gonna put my little, I don't know if I want white, I think I'll put purple. I'm gonna make my little line on there for my purple. Okay, with my purple. So I'm just gonna put just a little bit of a line here. I didn't want that stark black here. Okay, and then I have to fix this up on that side. Okay, so that's pretty good. It's not perfection. So what are they saying, babe? I'm getting scared because you're quiet.
Oh, they're talking among themselves.
Oh, okay. That's okay. You're allowed to do that. Okay. All right. So there's the hot air balloon, guys. And then I'm really rinsing because what I want to do is take some more zinc white. Find it. I gotta take some more zinc white. And I'm going to touch up some of my other stuff. Okay. So, some zinc white. And I'm just going to touch it into some, where's that quinacridone? Put a little quinacridone back on this palette. I'm just going to do some little touch-ups. And then it will be finished. A little touch-up here.
Angela says awesomeness.
You like it, really? I don't know. This was making me nervous, but I can admit that now. So I'm just doing a little touch-up here. Bring this out a little more so that it's not
Linda says
ending.
colors.
You like that, huh? Just kind of fixing these pieces up that look like they ended. Okay.
I don't know who Leanne's talking to. She just said sippy, Angie.
Yeah, no, get something to drink because I'm losing my voice. That's when they tell me that. I'm gonna get this this dark purple here.
Vera says it's beautiful.
You like that? And I'm
Danielle
just going
says,
to.
I absolutely love it.
Really? Gonna dip into the. Ooh. There we go. There. Now, and then one more thing I want to do is make some clouds. Dun, dun, dun. Everybody seems to be scared of clouds. I don't know. I'm a weirdo when it comes to that. So I'm just going to dip this. I have a Deerfoot stippler. I'm just going to dip this into my zinc white. And I'm just going to make some little cloudy parts in here. Just give it like a little bit of. Just a little bit of a cloudiness in here. Just to give it a little movement. Just a little bit of movement in here. Okay. There we go. A little bit of movement. And not so much there, but all right. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I just stuck a little purple in there just to mix it up a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit of clouds. You know, to kind of unite the picture on both sides, so it's not just you know, two different paintings. Okay, and just a little bit of this here. And you know what, guys, I'm gonna later touch up and put a little bit on my edges of my ultramarine blue. But other than that, I think it's pretty much finished. Other than that, I think it's pretty much finished. So I hope you liked it. I'm going to clean up a little bit on the edges of my hot air balloon where I have it like a little wonky. And I'm going to clean up in here just a touch. But other than that, I think I'm finished. And then I'll let you know, I'll put up pictures of the final. And let me make it big so I can see you guys talk. Okay, what time is it? 8. Oh man, that is too cool. Oh, is my thing back up? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna switch over so I can see you because I gotta say bye in a polite way. Hang on just a second. Me, transition. There you go. Hi. Okay. So, guys, I hope you get some rest tonight. Those of you in the U.S., and if you're not in the U.S., I hope you hurry up and go to sleep. Thank you so much. I hope you like it. I'm going to clean it up a little bit, and then I'll put it up on Facebook. If you're in the group, you'll get to see it. If not, you can find me on agreenstudios.com. I'll put this picture up there for you, too. For those of you who are not in the group. How's that? Now that I finally have my my website up and running, you don't have to feel left out. Okay. Okay, Sue. Bye. Take care. Thank you. Aw. Thank you. I'm glad you had fun. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Good night. Thank you, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, comment later, and share and all that jazz. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. Kisses and hugs. Bye-bye.